Well, hello everyone. Good evening. I think it's time to start. Well, first of all, apologies for the delay in start. There were a few issues to be cleared, and I think we are clear off right now, and I think we can start off well. Well, first of all, welcome everyone to Try Hosting. Hope you'll have a nice time around, and this session gives off a bit of information that will be useful to you guys. So, first of all, host, please turn to the side. So our little company, TryHosting, is all about web hosting services and obviously development in the field of technology. And moreover, we started off as a small company right here in Bangalore. It was a more of a small business venture than a company when we started it off. And to be honest, we wouldn't imagine it would grow to this scale, but hopefully we can scale it further and bigger than ever. So first of all, try hosting is the name. Hope you'll remember it for a long, long time. And it started off as a dream in 28th May in 2022. So it's been more than 3 years since this company was started long ago. It was a group project of sort by us friends, but now we sit here to witness it grow larger and larger day by day. So, since the company is here, let me introduce myself. I am Rishit. I will be the sales manager in this company for, and it has been since 3 years the same way. I've been doing the same work. It's been 3 years in this company, and I've also had previous experiences in other companies, namely Confident Holidays, Schooler, and Flotty. Different companies, same job role, but hopefully I can use my experience to help you guys out and also make us some money. Of course, that's what will be the most important goal right here. So, host, please, next slide. So first of all, to give some credibility to our company, it's at most important to know what our company is and what it is capable of. Firstly, we are certified by Google as one of the most up and coming companies that provide web hosting services, digital marketing, ad marketing, etc., various services in this field. And it is very important to know that certification by Google is not very easy, and us getting that achievement is a good thing. And it also serves as a source of authenticity, a source of validation. So hopefully you're also pretty much interested into the company. And coming down to the main basic goals that our company has is we provide web hosting services. Web hosting services in simple terms is giving off websites to stores and e-commerce stores that are in need of a website. So for example, you guys or your friends or whoever it might be open a new e-commerce store. It may be a thrift store, which is really in trend right now, or it might be a e-commerce store. It might be a store normally running down by generations by your family. And if you want a website to grow your digital presence, that's where we come in. That's where Try Hosting comes in, helps you out, and does luxury work with a budget price tag. So what we do is, what our modus operandi right here is that we offer budget services. The thing is, we offer the same services that huge companies like the one you remember, GoDaddy offers at a very nominal rate. But the thing is, we offer the same services 3 times in the lesser price. It might seem off as cheap, but the word here to be used is luxury in budget, because we provide amazing services. It might be website development or app development or digital marketing. We are venturing into a lot of things right now. But since you guys are interested in try hosting, who knows, you guys might even be shortlisted to join as interns to our company. So next slide, please. Firstly, introduction, a slight introduction is TryHosting is a company by teens for teens. Meaning, if we were to hire adults, this would be a different game. But what we want to do is, we want to hire teenagers. We want them to grow by our side. We want to build that bond and take this company to the next level while we also grow. Because this is something of a dream, right? Having shit tons of money by the time you're not even an adult, having your dream bike by your side, or whatever, working your first job in a company. That is a dream set off for a lot of people. But you guys might have an opportunity at hand, and I would request please utilize it. And we aspire to be larger than life, meaning this is not some sort of part time project or something that we do for fun. We actually have interest. We have put our blood and sweat into this. This is our little baby. TryHosting is going to be bigger than ever, and it will be with your support and love. We think we started with a vision actually to build something that is very huge, and some extraordinary talent would help us out. It'll really help us out. So if you guys are really venturing into the company, it would be lovely if you guys joined in, and we will learn in the way. I mean, of course, every day is a learning experience, especially in the field of sales, which I specialize in. Some of the things that matter the most in sales is you learn every day. Each pitch is a learning pitch. And as we go on in our journey, maybe next 2 to 3 sessions, we will learn more and more. And after that, also, after you join us as an intern, you'll learn each and every day. And I'm sure this will be a learning experience. So, anyone wants to say anything? All right, I don't think anyone has something to share. So, host, next slide, please. So, main thing, why do we have this company? Why is try hosting a thing? So, mainly, our vision is to revolutionize business success by delivering premium, affordable services that empower companies of all sizes to thrive in a competitive world. I mean, of course, a small medical store that is run down by generations is not being is not able to compete with the market giants like 1mg or Apollo. They can't compete. Of course, the customer base is usually attracted to them, but if we were to empower them with a budget website that could run them year round of service and sales, that is a good deed, I believe. And I think although sales is almost anguish and manipulation, what we do is empowering businesses. And that too, it can be of any size. It might be a huge bookstore, it can be a small medical store, it might be a small Instagram page that is just now starting to grow. I think we can help them out in a budget price tag and also make some money in the while. I mean, of course, that is the last motive of our business, of course. And then we envision a future where every business, from startups to enterprises, has access to top tier solutions without financial barriers, driving innovation, efficiency, and sustainable growth. Because nowadays, top tier management or advertising or marketing is really difficult to find. And since India is such a growing market, you will find one developer in each gully, you will find one e-commerce store in each gully, you will find a new Instagram page that is growing to a new extent in each and every gully. So that is why we have to capture that market and bring it to notice that Try Hosting is here to do business and here to grow. So that is our main vision. And we want all of our associates to think in that vision, not to do this as a normal part-time project of sort, but truly involve yourself in the business and get going. This is a business where in matter of time you can reach new heights, make a lot of money, and the main thing here is, of course, we are growing teenagers, so show off is compulsory, right? So for that, for following your commitments, for growing in life and also building your portfolio. Of course, that is also a thing in the competitive market. A lot of people are not even getting into IIT with the best of the marks, but here is where you can change things. If you have such a good experience with our company, you can add it to your portfolio and become one of the best employees ever. It might be for another company, or you might end up doing your first job and last job in TryHosting Private Limited. And next, coming down to the mission. To provide affordable and top end services to businesses, we focus on delivering high quality, cost effective solutions tailored to meet the unique needs of each client. Our approach combines innovation, efficiency, expertise to ensure exceptional value without compromising of excellence. Because the main thing here is there are a lot of players in the market. I can't lie, there are a lot of players in the market that do the same thing, which are a web hosting services company. But one thing that sets us apart from them is we build everything from scratch. We are proper developers, we are proper sales reps, we have proper word of mouth, we promise everything. We don't, the blatant way to say it, scam people out of their money. We work for our money, we bring it in, and we do well, even though we have a few setbacks. I mean, of course, if you call a random person saying, "Hello, sir, do you need a website?" he will be clueless. What is happening? Why is this guy calling me? ಯಾಕೆ ಕಾಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ಯಾಕೆ ತಲೆ ತಿಂತಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಅವ್ನ ಮೈಂಡಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. But that is a thing that will not set us back because we are a growing company. Our mission is to provide websites to unique personalities, unique businesses. Of course, a bookstore and a medical store will have different needs. A medical store will need a excessive inventory, but the bookstore, although having lesser inventory than the medical store, will need exclusive titles, will need bestsellers on their homepage, etc. etc. There is a difference in each and every company. So that is the main mission and vision of our company, and I want all of our associates to abide by the same rules of the company. So, host, can we move on to the next? And again, another certification from GoDaddy itself. We all remember the amazing ads that GoDaddy used to put up for their website domains. But what we are now is something that we can grow bigger than GoDaddy. GoDaddy, of course, it's not a huge company anymore in India. Its services is shut down in India, but the certificate of appreciation from their side, saying that you're doing something well in this field, please move on, means a lot to us. And please try to understand that if GoDaddy and if Google are appreciating our works, I think you should too. We are a team, we are a family, and we are here to perform and earn money. That is our simple motto. And I think you will understand better as we go on in the process. So, host, please, next slide. So, our journey began, you could say, with the classroom blackboard. We were, of course, naive school students. Our actual co-founder, or you could say CEO, Shashank, is one of the prodigies here that builds and does work very well. He has put in a lot of effort, through which, in time, we also joined the company. There is another associate of ours called Vignesh. He is our assistant manager. He'll be looking forward with reporting of your leads and execution as well. So he'll also join the next meeting which we'll have. So Shashank, Vignesh, there is another associate, and of course there are a lot of other people that have joined hands with us. It can be Gagan or Nitin or Suyash. A lot of these people have helped us out in these years, and we are looking forward to grow bigger and better. So that is why, even though this is a humble startup in the streets from a school classroom, this can grow bigger than anything else. So I think this can serve as motivation for each and every one of us. I think we should build bigger and better. So, host, please continue. So, coming down to tactics and sales tricks and manipulation in simple terms, this is the main thing that you guys are here for. Of course, the webinar is something from which you will learn. All of this time was spent on knowing our company better. Well, now is time to learn and also grow. Before that, we can uh, understand in simple terms what our company does. Basically, to break it down as simple as possible, web hosting, if some people are wondering what exactly our company does in simple terms, is web hosting gives you a website. But that's not it. That means just website development. What we do is TryHosting is a company that does web hosting. Web hosting in the sense, if you want a website, let's say you have a different company of your own, so your company needs a website. For that, you will have to have an active server of your website, and you'll have to manually check in everything, check in the inventory, and take in orders. You'll have to do everything manually and keep the server running active 24 bar 7, which is humanly impossible. How much time will you look at your website? So that's where web hosting services come in. Basically, a intangible identity which looks into your website and takes care of it. It does all the work for you, but it's just a digital entity. It's something not real. So that is what web hosting is. With web hosting, we provide website development. So it basically runs the entire server for you, keeps it active while you're not active, because you can't stay on their website 24 bar 7. So that's why the digital entity takes care of all the actions that you were supposed to do. So it helps you out. It's like a little friend. So with the little friend comes his brother. Of course, if you have a web hosting service running, you'll need a website also. So that is called website development. So with web hosting, mostly we provide web development for free. And then web development is done, and then we also run ad services, we also run digital marketing services, we also run social media marketing, for example giving more reach to your posts, giving more followers, etc., etc. services. But these are secondary, these are tertiary services. Our main business is web hosting and web development. So this is what we do. If you have any more queries, you can ask right now. You can feel free to ask anything. All right, let's move on since no one has any queries. So if at all you're still not uh, allied with the concept, you can ask us. We will clear the doubts. So this is what web hosting and web developing means. So this is the main thing that we do. Now, coming down to why do we need sales tactics, or okay, someone wants to speak?
Hello,
Anyone?
excuse me, Rishit.
Yes, tell me.
So I wanted to ask that whether when you host the website, so is it like AI based digital or y'all do it?
No, no, no. We create a different entity for it. So it's not really. You can say in simple terms, it's basically a small AI model that is doing all your work for you for free.
Okay, so who creates the website?
That is done by our developers.
Okay, thank you.
So our developers create the host. They also create the website, and that is what we sell. Now, what we are looking forward to right now is mainly sales. So, if our motive is mainly sales, why? Because we have to capture the market, right? Because customers aren't going to run into ourselves, please give me a website, I want a website, please give me. No one is coming like that. So that is why we have to approach them. For that, what we do is we get leads from the BD team. BD is business development team. So the business development team finds us leads which are interested in getting a website. Of course, they're not going to approach us, they'll just let us know that they're interested. So we'll have to approach them saying that this is the thing that we offer and this is the thing that we do at a certain budget. So for that, we have to take in each customer, analyze their details, think about what they'll want, and then find reasons for for you to show them their worth. For example, if you take a gold bar and if you take a silver bar, there are two different metals. But why do you think gold is much more precious than the silver one? Because it's more lustrous, it is much more precious, and it is very much rare. How does this concept apply in our business or any other sales business? To show their worth, we have to make it lustrous like gold. Lustrous andre, we have to make it shiny. We have to make it very attention worthy. We have to make it very eye grabbing. Then why is it more precious? Because it is harder to find. It is rarer to find, which means top quality. If you are rendering services that is really well and caters to the customer, of course the customer is going to like it. So that is why it is very important to analyze the customer and then bring in the sales. So what happens after the BD team gives us their details? We go in, we check in their number, their location, etc., etc. Go in on their competitors, finish a completed sales pitch, and then call them. So this is what all our reps will be doing. So coming down, first thing, sales pitch in the start ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಇವಾಗ. The thing is, we will have to use a lot of tactics, in the sense manipulation tricks, in common sense, in common language, in layman language, to address customers, because it's not really easy to do sales. I've been doing this for a long time now, and I've learned it the hard way that customers are not going to be easy on you, because they don't owe you anything. Do they have to pay you a certain amount just because they talk to you for 10 minutes? No, I'll also talk to you for 10 minutes. Will you pay me whatever the amount is? No, no one is going to pay you a single dime. And that is where sales comes in. So, first we'll make a basic note of what a normal sales pitch carries. And then we will try understanding that in our business point of view in the next session. Like if at all of us are interested in interning and try hosting, then we will understand what it will mean in our business concept. But ಇವಾಗ basic sales pitch, in every sales pitch our golden rules apply. So what is that? First of all, building trust. Each and every customer wants to know what we are offering, but we can't show it. For example, if it's a phone, we can show, sir, this is a phone, it has a golden back glass, it has a 120 megapixel camera, you can see the photo, how good of a clarity it has. It also has 7000 mAh battery, it charges in just 1 hour, sir. So that is called something called inbound sales pitching, where the customer approaches you and you have a product to pitch. But here we don't have any product pitch. We have only services. For that, you'll have to build a relationship with the customer. So, host, can you please zoom in on the wheel that is given, the pie chart that is given? So, as you can see, each and everything that builds the trust of a customer is mentioned in that wheel. It can be brand validation. For example, showing how big our company is. For example, for showing you guys the worth, I showed you guys a Google certification, a GoDaddy certification, and I'm conducting a webinar with such and such people. So that is bringing in validity, customer ethos, meaning how well the customer is taking care of the client on the call. Meaning, if you call them, hello sir, hello, he'll tell because he doesn't owe you anything. If you tell, oh okay sir, we are from TryHosting website, then he won't give a damn and he'll cut the call. But in the same way, if you tell him, sir, I'm calling from TryHosting Private Limited, I can see that you have very good interest in getting a website done, and that too in affordable prices, right? So that is something attention grabbing. Instead of not putting effort, if you put a bit more effort into talking well in a good modulation, that too, if you're low in voice or if you can't talk well in a particular day, don't take calls on that day. Because if I was not putting so much energy into this webinar, probably there would be zero participants by now. If at all I was talking, hello guys, so try hosting my company, please join. Yeah, that is that. How dead and dull that sounds. That is very awful to listen for an hour, isn't it? So that is why put energy, have a perfect modulation in your voice. This is not advice for today, but forever. Have a clear modulation when you speak. Be confident when you speak because confident means sold. Confident means sold. That is the main thing when it comes to sales. Because even when you're manipulating someone, if you're not confident about it, there is no use in it. There is no use in arguing. If you're confident about your stance, if you're confident in our company, then you can take a stance for it, make each and every pitch detailed, and then deliver it to the client. If you spoon feed anything to the client, no, he'll just take a bite of it. When he takes a bite of it, he'll like it. Man, this guy is complimenting me. He's giving me validation. He's talking profit. He's making me money well. So he would want more of it. After 2 3 minutes of conversation, he'll want another spoon. Then again give him validation. Saying that you have a fantabulous store, sir. You are working really well, but I think you could do better with a larger digital presence. Isn't it, sir? After the compliment, after the validation, he'll think, what this guy is telling is true. I mean, I've been running this shop for a long time now, but if I had a website, he starts dreaming. And that dream is what we sell. We don't sell customers products for them, but we sell services, which is a sort of a dream. You have to show them a dream, sell them the dream, and then make money of it. There is nothing totally intangible. We are selling nothing. ಆ ಲೆಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಕ್ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ ಪಿಚ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರತಿ ಒಂದು ಪಿಚ್ ಕಾಲು it should convert into a deal because that is how much effort you should put in and you're also making money, right? So money motivates the best. That is there. Next, competence and capabilities. This is the major chunk that will help you convert the client because even though you're really nice to the customer, sir, you're really handsome, ma'am, you're also very beautiful, no matter how much you compliment them, it will not work because they have to give money, of course. Even if you compliment for the entire 10 minutes of your sales pitch, nothing will work. You will have to show them that you're capable of giving them a very nice website. I mean, that can be done by giving free demos or giving them a taste of what your website looks like. For example, we have a lot of popular projects as well. We have done projects for Snitch in the beginning of their career. We have done websites for Minutes by Flipkart. All these popular projects were done by us. Although a small company, we provide high quality websites. That is what shows capability in your service. So, first, tone and modulation. Second, give them validation. Greet them well. Give them more validation, saying that, sir, you have a very nice shop. You have excellent customers. You have great reviews on your Google page. You have amazing Instagram followers as well. But what sells is capability. Sir, if you have a great store in your hand, we have amazing developers which can give you a better website than your store, which can help you earn double from what you're earning from your physical store. So that is what we are capable of, what our company is capable of. If they have a good store, we have a better one. So that is a bit of arrogance that you'll have to have, because with arrogance comes confidence. So modulation done, give them validation, show them that you're capable, have a bit of arrogance with confidence, of course. Don't be too arrogant, or else the client will just bash at you. Be a bit arrogant. Then reliability and dependability. That again will show through our previous projects. Of course, our own website, TryHosting, is under a bit of maintenance. Its final product will be done within a week, through which you can show our website itself as an amazing example of how good of websites that we provide. There are other projects as well. You can show them that you can, sir, you can rely on us. Just trust us for a single percent, and we will give you 100% of your money back in just a month, because we ensure good amount of sales in a short period of time. Why can't you trust us, sir? That is where the game changes. Then transparency, because if someone is calling you telling that we have such and such company, please pay us 10,000 or 12,000, whatever the amount is, no one will pay you for it. You'll have to show them projects. You'll have to show that these are the locations that we prosper in. Like, for example, we have our headquarters in Lucknow, in Bangalore as well. So these are the two places that we actually venture in, and we have such and such projects. We can show you our GST number as well, and we provide excellent services. We'll give you a free demo as well if you don't want to depend on us. So that shows transparency. ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸಿ ಅಂದರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮೊಳಗೆ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಒಂದು ಫೋನ್ ಕಾಲಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಯಾರು ಏನಂತ ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಇಷ್ಟು ಪ್ರೂಫ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಫೋನ್ ಕಾಲ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ನೋಡಕ್ಕೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಕಾಣಿಸುತ್ತೆ ಏನು ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ ಹಿಂದೆ ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು. ಅದನ್ನ ನೋಡಿದಾಗೆ ಅವರು ನಮಗೆ ಒಂದು ಡೀಲ್ ಕೊಡೋದು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ethics. Of course, if you are scamming out a lot of people, karma will hit you back and harder than ever. Maybe the amount of profit that you make will double down as loss in the future. So having ethics, having good formality with the client is really important. And please note that in each and every company that you go in, your actions will be taken note of. Even in this company, so each and every call that you make will be recorded, of course, because quality assurance is a huge thing. So each and every call, do it with enthusiasm, put a bit of life into it, a bit of life, and it will give you a lot more back. So that is where ethics come in. Do your job well, and it will do you better. This is your bread and butter. I mean, of course, we are all teenagers. We live with our parents, but this might be your opportunity to break everything and then have a stance for yourself. Because ಅಪ್ಪನ ಕಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಶೋಕಿ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಯಾರನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದೇ ಅಟ್ ದ ಏಜ್ ಆಫ್ tender age of 17, 18, or 19 or 20, if you're earning your own money, handling your own experiences and your own expenses, also, obviously, I'll recommend everyone to do it. Save some amount, invest it. Everyone will look at you in awe. In simple terms, amazing aura, because that is what money gives you. Money gives you power, and sales is an amazing way to get it. I've been doing this since a long, long time, and sales is something that can get you a lot of money. You just have to handle it well, and this company can give you that opportunity. So earn money, use it better. Simple. So host, a lot of time spent on this slide. Please, next slide. So here comes a fundamental topic in sales. Market yourself as the best. So as you can see, here is an example of a Burger King and McDonald's burger. This is what we see in advertisement, and this is what we get, or even worse. I mean, of course, these are huge giants. These are companies worth thousands of crores, but still they made all of this money by showing themselves as great. Have that god complex in you. Have that arrogance that I am the best, and if you can't afford it, don't take it. And that is exactly what McDonald's or Burger King or KFC, any giant in the world, does. They market their product really well. And how are we marketing our services? Through you guys. You guys are our stars. You guys will be taking on each client, showing that this company is nothing small of a huge giant. We are nothing small of a McDonald. We are nothing small of a Burger King. You have to advertise yourself really well, even though the value that you're giving is less. It has to seem that it is much bigger. A good example of this. Everyone remembers this, of course. All of you guys has have seen Bahubali, of course. Bahubali's one of the biggest scenes is the inauguration of Bhalal Deva statue. ಆ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಚ್ಯೂನಲ್ಲಿ ಅವನ ಹತ್ರ ಬಲಾಲ್ ದೇವ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಚ್ಯೂದು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಹೈಟ್ ಇದ್ದಿತ್ತು. But he could see in his eyes that Bahubali statue was standing a lot more taller than him, because that is what Bahubali carries. That is the aura that Bahubali has, and that is what Bahubali offers. Even though Bahubali was dead, he could see from his eyes that this is the value that guy carries. So that is exactly what you guys do. This might seem funny, but the value that you'll be giving should be like Bahubali and not like Balal Deva. You should show the value better instead of blatantly giving everything out. And then, so this is what you have to do: market yourself very well. So next slide. And I guess you skipped the slide. Please come back. Yes. One more thing is, from this webinar, we will also be trying to hire amazing talents throughout you guys. We will try to hire as much as possible. Of course, we will try to hire good talents. We are looking for interns in sales and also business development and email marketing. So the most talented of you guys will be going into sales representatives. And sales, you can earn a lot of money from this. We will, of course, get down to it later, but for now, it's a simple announcement that we will be hiring for interns. So please give your worthy attention to us, listen to us, learn from this, and I will also say that in the next session we will have mock pitches, we will have mock interviews, So me and my colleagues, we will set up a scenario in which you guys will have to perform. You guys will have to speak up, saying that in this scenario, what would you guys do? With which you can learn better. You can also get better at sales, and then, of course, get hired as a amazing intern in our company. So, host, next slide. Then, as I said, manipulation. This is another way. This is basically more into this context. So ಆವಾಗಲೇ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಲ್ಲ, that is general sales pitch. In this is more related to our concept. So what we do, we give high quality professional designs. We give customer testimonials, which means rating and reviews. So if your customers are satisfied, they will give you referrals, and you can use it as goodwill. If there are commerce students here, they would know what goodwill is. Goodwill is an asset that will help your company grow, and it is really important. So that is the second way that you can build trust. Third is brand recognition. Of course, this is a small company, but the projects that we have taken at hand are huge. So you can use that leverage to build your sales pitch better and pitch better, pitch higher. Next, the human touch. You know, JP Morgan, of course, one of the biggest companies, has released reports saying that AI will disrupt the IT industry. AI will also change corporate accounting soon. AI is also taking care of coding already. AI is also ending a bit of engineering. I mean, it's a pretty dead concept now, engineering. But the thing is, AI is also taking over it. But you know what? AI can't touch. It is sales. Because sales, the human touch in sales is the most important thing. You become a relation with the client. You build a relationship with them. For example, if you are in a sales pitch, you tell hi, and you just don't go on with your pitch. You have to get to know them. ಸರ್ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಶಾಪ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿರೋದಾ? ಹೌದು ಅಪ್ಪ, ಇಲ್ಲಿರೋದು ಈ ಲೊಕೇಶನ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿರೋದು. ಹೌದೌದಾ? I have already collected information, sir. So how many years has it been since this shop was opened? It might be a simple question, but you know what it does to the customer? It brings him nostalgia. It's a good feeling from within. This guy is actually, this guy actually cares about me. This guy is asking something important. Let me tell him the story. Oh, this shop was started by my father, or this was started by me and my friends. We all gained in capital and then put all our efforts into this store. That this, he'll tell you guys a short story about it, and then go deeper. Oh, is it, sir? How is it? Oh, how has the journey been? How is the sales going on this part of the year? So, which is the most memorable thing you have done in business? All these are icebreaker questions. What it'll do is it'll build a trust between you guys. So, all of this are, again, sales tricks. Again, which will be revised in the next session as well. So, keep keen for the next session as well. Next, giveaway information. The human touch, ಅಲ್ಲಿ most important thing ಏನಂದ್ರೆ, if you're asking them questions, no, they'll feel it's an interview. Who is this guy? This guy is asking questions, so many questions. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪಕ್ಕ ಕಾಸು ಕೇಳಕ್ ಕಾಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾನೆ, ಕಾಲ್ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಬೆಟರ್ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ. But no, you also have to give information. For example, if you ask them, sir, what is the most memorable thing that you've done in your store? He'll tell so and so blah 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 story. But what you have to do is make up a story at the spot, because manipulation is king in sales. Third party stories and something called sizzling. Third party stories ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ, you'll cook up a story. ಹೌದಾ ಸರ್, ನಿಮ್ದು ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬುಕ್ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಓ, ಹಿಂಗಿಂಗ್ ಆಯ್ತಾ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಟೋರಲ್ಲಿ? ಸರ್, ನಾನು ನಮ್ಮ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಒಂದ್ಸತಿ ಈ ತರ ಬುಕ್ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗಿದ್ವಿ. ಬುಕ್ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮಾತಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರಿ. ಬಟ್ ಸಡನ್ ಆಗಿ ಏನಾಯ್ತಂದ್ರೆ, ದ ಓಲ್ಡ್ ಲೈಬ್ರೇರಿಯನ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಆಸ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಅಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್. ಸೊ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಹೋದ್ರಿ. ಹೋದಾಗ ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ನನ್ನ ಫ್ರೆಂಡು ಅಫ್ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಅವ್ನು ರೊಮ್ಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದ. ನಾನು ನನ್ನ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಮಿಡಿ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರಿ. ಬಟ್ ನನ್ನ ಫ್ರೆಂಡು ಅವ್ನು ರೊಮ್ಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ. ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ ಅಂತ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ಸೈಲೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರಿ. ಸಡನ್ ಆಗಿ ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ನ್ ಫಂಬಲ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವ್ನ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಒಂದ್ ಬುಕ್ ಟಚ್ ಮಾಡ್ದ. ಒಂದು ಬುಕ್ಕು ಹಂಗೆ ಡಾಮಿನೋ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಪ್ರತಿ ಒಂದ್ ಬುಕ್ ಆ ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದು ಎಲ್ಲ ಬಿದೋಯ್ತು. ಹಂಗೆ ಬಿದೋಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಹಿಂಗಾಯ್ತು ಅನ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಆ ಸ್ಟೋರಿನ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು. ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದ್ 2-3 ನಿಮಿಷ ನಿಮ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಏನ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀರೋ ಅದವ್ರು ಕೇಳಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡಾಗ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಫೀಲ್ ಓಕೆ ದಿಸ್ ಗೈ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಲಿ ವಿತ್ ಮೀ, ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಟಾಕ್ ಮೋರ್. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಯಾವಾಗನ ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಂಜರ್ ಜೊತೆ ಮಾತಾಡಿದಾಗೂ ನೀವು ಯಾವಾಗ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಅವ್ರು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಇನ್ನೂ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಲಿ ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ basically related more sales tips. Of course, there are a few more tactics that we'll be learning on the way. We'll continue. Host, please, next slide. So, mainly rules. What rules you'll have to follow if you join our company, which is for now, all of them have been already set by me. A bit more specific rules coming down to like timings, what will be the pay, etc., etc. All these rules will be discussed further down the line. For example, to conclude all of this, first of all, stick to the book, use all the tactics that we give you, stick to the normal pitch that you do. ಏನೇನೋ ಉಟ್ಪಟಾಂಗಲ್ ಏನೇನೋ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಡಿ. ಕ್ಲೀನಾಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರತಿ ಒಂದು ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಕಾಲು ಒಂದು ಪಿಚ್ಚು ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಕ್ಲೈಂಟ್ಗೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ನೆವರ್ ಫಿಡಲ್ ವಿತ್ ಟೈಮ್. ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬಾ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಕಸ್ಟಮರ್ನ ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫೈಡ್ ಆಗಿ ಇಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಬೋರಿಂಗ್ ಇರಬಾರ್ದು, ಪಿಚ್ಚು ಎಂಗೇಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಪ್ಲಸ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಂಪ್ನಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ಮೇನ್ಲಿ ಬ್ರಾಡ್ ಟೈಮಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ 10 AM to 8 PM. ಸೊ ವಿ ಡೋಂಟ್ ವಾಂಟ್ ಯು ಟು ವರ್ಕ್ ಈಚ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಡೇ. ಸೊ ಹೆಂಗಂದ್ರೆ ವಿಲ್ ಗಿವ್ ಯು ಗೈಸ್ ಲೀಡ್ಸ್, ಬಟ್ ಆ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೀಡ್ಸ್ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೋ that you'll have to complete in a week. For example, if we guys give you 70 leads every week, 70 leads ದಿನಕ್ಕೆ 10 ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಸಂಡೇಗೆ ಆಗೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ಇಫ್ ಅಟ್ ಆಲ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ವೆಲ್ ಆನ್ ಮಂಡೇ, if at all you are not free on Monday, if at all you have tests, for example, avaga what you guys can do is do 20 calls in the next day. So cover up for the day. But ಏನಂದ್ರೆ every Sunday we'll have a weekly meeting. ಆ ವೀಕ್ಲಿ ಮೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮೆನ್ಸ್ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, ನಿಮ್ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ನಿಮ್ ಕಾಲ್ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತೀರಿ. ಸೊ ವೀಕ್ಲಿ ಮೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಮುಂಚೆ ನಿಮ್ ಲೀಡ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋದು ಏನೇನಿರುತ್ತೋ ಅದನ್ನ ಮಾತ್ರ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಲೀಡ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಷನ್ಗೆ ಟೈಮು ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್ 10 o'clock ಇಂದ ಸಾಯಂಕಾಲ 8 ಗಂಟೆ. ಸೊ ವಿತ್ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಫ್ರೇಮ್ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಲ್ ಯೋರ್ ಲೀಡ್ಸ್. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸಿಂಪಲ್. 10-5 ನಿಮಿಷ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆದರೆ ನಾಟ್ ಅ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. ಇಫ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ 8-5, 8-10, not a problem. You don't have to call us and ask if it is okay. You can go ahead. And then use your manager well. Talk to us. We are also teenagers. We are not uncles. We are not married. You can talk to us. Ask us doubts. Ask for tactics. Ask for recommendation. Ask for feedback. ಪ್ರತಿ ಒಂದು ಪಿಚ್ ಕಾಲ್ ಆಗಿದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಯಾರೋ ಒಬ್ರು ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರ್ಗೆ ಕಾಲ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಕಾಲ್ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಕೇಳಿ ಫೀಡ್ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಏನಂತ ಕೇಳಿ. ಸೊ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ವಾಟ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಡೂ to be better. And then be responsible about your job. This is not a part-time venture. This is something we can grow in. This is something we can make life out of. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬಿ ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸಿಬಲ್, ಕೇರ್ಲೆಸ್ ಆಗಿರಬೇಡಿ, ಸೋಂಬೇರಿ ಆಗಬೇಡ್ರಿ. ಎಷ್ಟು ಲೀಡ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು ಅದು ಮಾತ್ರ ಮುಗಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಆರಾಮಾಗಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕೆಲಸ ಏನಿದೆ ಅದು ನೀವು ನೋಡ್ಕೋಬೋದು. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇಟ್. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ರೂಲ್ಸ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಲೈಡ್ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್. And then coming down to the most important thing that everyone is looking forward to. So mainly, if you are joining us as sales rep, as an intern in our company, so as I've worked in a lot of companies by now in this field, mostly all companies offer 1% of incentive and a base salary. I mean, of course, everyone knows about it. Base salary irutte, ಆಮೇಲೆ 1% ಇನ್ಸೆಂಟಿವ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್, 1% or at max 5% is the incentive in these fields. But what we do is we give you guys 25% of commission. Of course, it is not a salary based job, but it is commission based. So each and every deal that you make, you'll be earning 25% of it. So not 1%, not 2%, not 5, but 25% of the entire deal will go to you guys. Salary is not a concept that we're going for, because simple logic ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವತ್ತೂ ಸ್ಯಾಲ್ರಿ ಇಂದ ಸಂಪಾದನೆ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ, ಇನ್ಸೆಂಟಿವ್ ಇಂದ ಸಂಪಾದನೆ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಆ ಇನ್ಸೆಂಟಿವ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಂಗಂದ್ರೆ 25%. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್, ಸಿನ್ಸ್ ಯು ಗೈಸ್ ಆರ್ ಇಂಟರ್ನ್ಸ್, ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಒಂದು ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಜಾಬ್ ದಿನಕ್ಕೆ ಇಲ್ಲೂ ನೀವು 2 ರಿಂದ 3 ಅವರ್ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀರಾ. 2-3 ಅವರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಯಾಲ್ರಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ 9,000 10,000 ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಆಸ್ ಇನ್ ಎನಿ ಅದರ್ ಕಂಪ್ನಿ. ಬಟ್ 25% ಕಮಿಷನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಐ ಗಿವ್ ಯು ಗೈಸ್ ದ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಲಾಜಿಕ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಟ್. ಬೇಸಿಕ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ ಪ್ರೈಸಸ್ ವೇರಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಪ್ರೈಸಿಂಗ್ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಹಾಕ್ಬೇಕಂತ ನಾನು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಬಟ್ ಪ್ರೈಸಸ್ ವೇರಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ದಲ್ಲ ವೆಬ್ ಹೋಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ವೆಬ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಗೆ, ಸೊ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ವೆಬ್ಸೈಟ್ ಯೂಶಲಿ ಗೋಸ್ ಅಪ್ ಟು 8,000 10,000 12,000 15,000 20,000 ಎಷ್ಟನ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು. ದಟ್ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಕ್ಲೈಂಟ್. ದಟ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಟೀಚ್ ಯು ಗೈಸ್ ಹೌ ಟು ಡೂ ಇಟ್. ಬಟ್ ಆನ್ ಆವ್ರೇಜ್ ಒಂದು 8,000 ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರು 10 ಕಾಲ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ದಿನಕ್ಕೆ. 10 ಕಾಲ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಈಸಿಲಿ 3 ಕ್ಲೈಂಟ್ಸ್ನ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಈಸಿಲಿ ಇಫ್ ಎಫರ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಟೈಮ್ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, ಕಲ್ತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 3 ಕ್ಲೈಂಟ್ಸ್ನ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. 3 ಕ್ಲೈಂಟ್ಸ್ ಬಿಟ್ಟಾಕ್ರಿ, ನೀವು ಫ್ರೆಷರ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಒಂದು 10 ಕಾಲಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಕ್ಲೈಂಟನ್ನ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳೋಣ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮೇಲೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ವಾ? ಅಫ್ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಕಾಸು ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಸೇ ಏನೋ ನಿಮ್ಮ ದಿನ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ನಡೀತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಆರ್ ಎಲ್ಸ್ ಯು ವಾಂಟ್ ಸಮ್ ಮೋರ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಟು ಲರ್ನ್, ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ದಿನಕ್ಕೆ 1 ಕ್ಲೈಂಟ್ ಅಂತೂ ಪಕ್ಕಾ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಆಗೇ ಆಗ್ತಾನೆ. ಅಷ್ಟಂತೂ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರೋ ಲೀಡ್ಸ್ ನಾವು ಕೊಡ್ತೀರಿ. ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸಸ್ ವಿತ್ ಅ ಲಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಮನಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅ ಲಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಟು ಗೆಟ್ ವೆಬ್ಸೈಟ್, ಅಫ್ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಆ ಥರ ಲೀಡ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀರಿ. ಸೊ ದಿನಕ್ಕೆ ಜಸ್ಟ್ 1 ಕ್ಲೈಂಟ್ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಆದರೆ ಒಂದೇ 1 ಲೀಡ್ ತೊಗೊತೀರಾ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ 1 ಕ್ಲೈಂಟ್ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಆದರೆ 8,000 rupees average pricing of our website. 20% of 8,000 is 2,000 rupees. So every day you'll be making 2,000 rupees by just working 2 or 3 hours per day. So just imagine. ಸೊ ಡೈಲಿ ನೀವು 10 ಲೀಡ್ಸ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಹೋದ್ರೂ, ದಿನಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಡೀಲ್ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ 60K ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಪರ್ ಮಂತ್. And this is not some sort of scam or fraud or anything of that sort. We are a truly valid company. We have been doing this sector for a long time. And commission kuda, it's not monthly. That means if you're earning your commission, if your deal is getting over by tomorrow, you'll get your commission tomorrow. As soon as the website is done and delivered to the client, you'll get your commission. It's not like you'll get all your commissions in the first of the month. As soon as the website is delivered, the commission will be credited to your account. So 25% is what you can earn. ಅದು ಬೇರೆ ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ವರ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಸಿನಾರಿಯೋ. ದಿನಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು ಡೀಲ್ ಹೊಡೆದ್ರು ದಿನಕ್ಕೆ 2,000 ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ. ಗುಡ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಸಿನಾರಿಯೋ, that is 3 clients per day. That is 6,000 rupees each day. Each day 6,000 ಅಂದ್ರೆ for 10 days it is 60,000. For 20 days it is 1,20,000, and for a month it is around 1,80,000. So I'm pretty sure that is much higher what a software or an engineering or a CA job can fetch you at a beginner level. You guys are just 17-18-year-olds. Adrali, if you have the potential of earning more than 1,00,000, why not? Put all your efforts into it and give your attention to all the next webinars that will be giving in. So ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಕ್ ಇಂಟರ್ವ್ಯೂಸ್, ಮಾಕ್ ಪಿಚರ್ಸ್ನ ಸೀರಿಯಸ್ ಆಗಿ ತಗೊಂಡು ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಪಿಚರ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡಿ. ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಟ್ರೈನ್ ಅಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ದಿನಕ್ಕೆ 1 ಡೀಲ್ ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ ಅಂತೂ ಹೊಡಿತೀರಾ. ಈಸಿಲಿ 2,000 rupees ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ. ಅದು ಬೇರೆ ಡೈಲಿ ಕಷ್ಟಪಡೋದಂತನೂ ಇರಲ್ಲ. ನೀವು 30,000 ಸಾಕು ಅಂದರೆ 15 ದಿನ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಪೀಸಾಗಿ 30,000 ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಆರಾಮಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ 30,000 ಇಸ್ ಎನಫ್ ಫಾರ್ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಸ್. ಅನ್ಲೆಸ್ ನೀವು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಕನಸು ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅಂದರೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಷ್ಟ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಷ್ಟಪಟ್ಟರೆ ಆಬ್ವಿಯಸ್ಲಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ಬೇಸ್ ಲೆವೆಲಲ್ಲಿ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಹೋದ್ರು 1 lakh is not a small amount. ಸೊ ಗೈಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾಚಪ್ ಏನನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನೋ ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಕೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಟಿಕ್ಸ್ನ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ರಿ, and then prepare for giving a sales pitch, good sales pitch, good interview. We will give you guys a interning job, make amazing amount of money and prove it to everyone around you that you are capable of doing great things. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಕೊಡೋ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯಿ ಬೆನಿಫಿಟ್ಸ್ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕಮಿಷನ್, ಆಸ್ ಎ ಸೆಡ್ 25% ಕಮಿಷನ್. And then host, could you please zoom in so everyone can look at the presentation better? A bit more. Yeah. So first of all, perks and benefits ಅಲ್ಲಿ we give 25% of commission. Actually ನೋಡೋಕೋದ್ರೆ ಇಂಟರ್ನ್ಶಿಪ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರು ಪೇ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್, ಬಟ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗಿವಿಂಗ್ ಯು ಅ ಫುಲ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಜಾಬ್. 25% ಕಮಿಷನ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀರಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ಫಾಲೋ ಯುವರ್ ಪ್ಯಾಷನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಅರ್ನ್. ಯು ಆರ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಫಾರ್ 2 to 3 hours, so for rest of the day you can go to college, study for what you want to, and then also follow your passion. And then every 10 deals we will give you guys 1000 rupees of incentive. So 10 ಡೀಲ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ 20,000 ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀರಾ, ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ 1,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಬೋನಸ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಕೊಡ್ತೀರಿ. ಏನ್ ಬೇಕೋ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ, ಖುಷಿಯಾಗಿರ್ರಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ಅಚೀವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅವಾರ್ಡ್ಸ್. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಡೂ ಅನ್ ಅಮೇಝಿಂಗ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ 1 ಲಕ್ಷ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೂ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಇನ್ಸೆಂಟಿವ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀರಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ. ಒಂದು ವೌಚರ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀರಿ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿನ ರೆಸ್ಟೋರೆಂಟ್ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡೋಗಿ, ಯಾವ್ದಾನ ಶಾಪಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಲ್ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡೋಗಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ವೌಚರ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀರಿ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಅ ಗುಡ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಮಾರ್ಜಿನ್. ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಲೇಟರ್. ಅಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ಟೀಮ್ ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟೀಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವೀಕ್ಲಿ ಮೀಟಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಓಪನ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಾತಾಡಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಬೇಕೋ ನಾವು ಕೊಡ್ತೀರಿ. ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಗ್ರೋ ಆಸ್ ಅ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ. ದೆನ್ ಪೇ ರೈಸ್. ಪೇ ರೈಸ್ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆಸ್ ಇಂಟರ್ನ್ಸ್, ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಪ್ರಮೋಟೆಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಫುಲ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಟಿವ್ಸ್. ಅದ್ರಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು 2-3 ತಿಂಗಳು ಕಷ್ಟಪಟ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಈ ಕಮಿಷನ್ ರೇಟ್ ಜೊತೆ ಸ್ಯಾಲ್ರಿ ಕೂಡ ನಾನೇ ಕೊಡಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. ಸ್ಯಾಲ್ರಿ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಇನ್ಸೆಂಟಿವ್ಸ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಸೈಡಿಂದ ನಾವು ಪಕ್ಕ ಆಫರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ರಿಲಿ ವೆಲ್ ಆಸ್ ಇಂಟರ್ನ್ಸ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಸಿಬಲ್ ಟೈಮಿಂಗ್. ಅಫ್ಕೋರ್ಸ್ 10 o'clock ಇಂದ ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ 10 o'clock ಇಂದ ಸಾಯಂಕಾಲ 8 ಗಂಟೆವರೆಗೂ ನೀವು ಯಾವಾಗ ಬೇಕೋ 2 ಅವರ್ನ ಯುಟಿಲೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಬೋದು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ನು ಮಿಕ್ಕಿದ ಕೆಲಸ ನೀವು ನೋಡ್ಕೋಬೋದು. ಫೈನಲಿ, ಪೇಯ್ಡ್ ವೆಕೇಶನ್. ವೆಕೇಶನ್ ಅಂದರೆ ನಾಟ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಿಗ್. ಅಫ್ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಯು ಗೈಸ್ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ಇಂಟರ್ನ್ಸ್, ಬಟ್ ಸ್ಟಿಲ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಮಿಸ್ ಯು ಗೈಸ್ ಒನ್ ಥಿಂಗ್. ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಪರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಏನೇನು ಕೊಡ್ತೀರಿ ಅಂದರೆ, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅಗೇನ್ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್. ಸೊ ವೀಕ್ಲಿ ಬಿಟ್ಟಾಕಿ ಮಂತ್ಲಿ ಟಾರ್ಗೆಟ್ ನಾವು ಕೊಡ್ತೀರಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಂಪ್ನಿ ಸೈಡಿಂದ. ಸೊ ಆ ಮಂತ್ಲಿ ಟಾರ್ಗೆಟ್ನ ನೀವು ಫುಲ್ಫಿಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಯು ಗೈಸ್, ದ ಎಂಟೈರ್ ಟೀಮ್, ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ರೆಪ್, ಇಮೇಲ್ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟಿಂಗ್ ಟೀಮ್, BD ಟೀಮ್, ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಆಲ್ ದ co-founders and managers, the entire team to any day outing spot as you wish. ಮಂತ್ಲಿ ಮೀಟಿಂಗಲ್ಲಿ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಟಾರ್ಗೆಟ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಮಂತೆ ಎಲ್ಲರನ್ನೂ ವಂಡರ್ಲಾ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತೀನಿ. ವಂಡರ್ಲಾ ಬೇಡವಾ? ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಗೋ ಟು ಸಮ್ ರೆಸಾರ್ಟ್. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಜಾಲಿವುಡ್ ಆರ್ RDS ಆರ್ ಗೋಲ್ಡನ್ ಮೂನ್, ಎನಿ ರೆಸಾರ್ಟ್ ದಟ್ ಯು ಗೈಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಪಿಕ್. ಯಾವ್ದಾನ ರೆಸಾರ್ಟ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು, ಯಾವ್ದಾನ ಅಮ್ಯೂಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಕ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು, ಯಾವ್ದಾನ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರೋ ರೆಸ್ಟೋರೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆ ರೆಸ್ಟೋರೆಂಟ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗೋಣ. ಇನ್ನು ಇವಾಗ ತಾನೇ IPL ಮುಗೀತು, ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ IPL ಮ್ಯಾಚಸ್ಗೆ RCB ಕೆಫೆ ಬೇಕಂತ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತೀನಿ. ನೀವೇನು ಕೇಳ್ತಿರೋ ಅದು ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಟಾರ್ಗೆಟ್ಸ್ ಏನಿದೆಯೋ ಅದನ್ನು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯಿ ಬೆನಿಫಿಟ್ಸ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ 100% ಶೋರ್ ಆಗಿ ನಾವು ಕೊಡಿಸ್ತೀರಿ. ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್. ಫ್ರೀ ವಂಡರ್ಲಾ, ಫ್ರೀ RCB ಕೆಫೆ, ಫ್ರೀ ರೆಸ್ಟೋರೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ಫ್ರೀ ವೌಚರ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, ಪ್ರೊವೈಡೆಡ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಯು ಪುಟ್ ಇನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಹಾರ್ಡ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಎಫರ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ದಿಸ್. ಸೊ ವರ್ಕ್ ಹಾರ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಮಚ್ ಆಸ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ earn for what you're worth. So done, guys. So this is it. This is a briefing of what your sales tactics are, how you can grow in a sales field, and what our company is. And also I've told how we'll be paying you guys, how we can hire you as interns, ಎಕ್ಸೆಟ್ರಾ ಎಕ್ಸೆಟ್ರಾ. ತುಂಬ ಒಂದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ನ ಈ ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಸೆಷನ್ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತೋ ಅಷ್ಟು ಕನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನಾನು ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಅಕಸ್ಮಾತ್ ಇನ್ನೂ ಏನೇನು ಡೌಟ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ನೀವು feel free to contact us and then clear your doubts. Be waiting for the next session. Please attend the entire session again as you did. You guys have been a really, really lovely audience. Anyone wants to speak anything at this moment? Any queries? All right. I think everything is clear. Thank you, guys. Thank you for listening. I mean, me only speaking for an hour must be a bit boring. Sorry for that. But